What's going on, guys? Jack here and I am back with episode 4 of the Manchester United career mode. We are kicking things off with a jam-packed episode, games in the Carabao Cup and a transfer deadline game against Southampton. We've been on a great run of form in the league with wins against Chelsea, a thrashing against Wolves and a big win against Crystal Palace. Games against Leicester and a Europa League game against, I'm not even going to attempt to say that name, I really ain't. But like I said, we did have a great start to the Premier League season, 9 points from a possible 9 with the likes of City, Leicester, Liverpool and Everton all breathing down our necks. It should be a very interesting season. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, like the video for more. So, Carabao Cup action. Our youngsters get a good performance in. 3-0, Pereira, James and Anthony Martial amongst the goal scorers. And then even more better form in the Premier League game away against Southampton. Wan-Bissaka, Maddison, Sancho and Rashford all among the goals. Luke Shaw, though, does pick up a little bit of a knock. It'll be interesting to see, though, how long he's out for. Hopefully not too long. 6 weeks is the outcome of that one. One of our starter left backs, he's had a really good start to the season, so I'm hoping he's back a little bit earlier than that. We have got a 2-week international break in between that too, which ain't too sad really. As we look at some of the big deals here, Vale back at Tottenham, that would be really good to see how he actually does do. Aspas to Valencia, Martinez, there's some big transfers happening. Campbell went to West Ham, Rodrigo to Atletico Madrid, Gomez to Watford, Neres to Real Madrid, Roberto to Arsenal, Ginter to Wolves, we've already seen obviously previously, and Marlos to Napoli. As for us though, we made some really good signings in all honesty. Sancho coming for 57 million, Van der Beek coming for 35 million, Maddison coming for 23 million, which is just absolutely incredible. 3 massive signings. I think they're the only 3 signings we did make. And what signs they are. Lingard left for 21.5 million. Mata left for 16 million to Monaco. Phil Jones departed for East London for 11 million along with Nemanja Matic to Napoli. Rojo left for Milan, Ashley Young left also. And Ghana went out on loan to Basel. And that does conclude our transfer business for this summer. Ed Cox comes into the team through the youth system. 17 years of age. Has some good stats really, looks like a good player. 6'3", 81 to 94 potential, 60 rated overall. We're going to be training him behind the scenes and hopefully get ourselves maybe the next Michael Carrick. We'll have to wait and see. But after 4 games in the Premier League, that win against Southampton would see us still 2 points clear at the top of the league. Manchester City, like I said, breathing down next. Leicester, the team we are playing next, are in 3rd position. So it is 1st versus 3rd here. And the team we are putting in here is our strongest team possible, with Dalot coming in for the injured Luke Shaw. Maddison returns against his former club, as does Harry Maguire. So we're expecting big things from both of these players here. Leicester, though, Schmeichel does start. Obviously, has ties to Manchester United. Sonyuku, who is Maguire's replacement, does come in at centre-back, along with Pratt, however you want to say his name, is the replacement for James Maddison. Vardy, Perez and Gray all start up top. It should be a very exciting game to say the least. And it would be Leicester that start off very well here. Vardy on the ball. A great through ball actually does find Damari Gray here. Wan-Bissaka can't catch him up. And the Englishman gets his shot away. De Gea, though, does tip that past the post. Good save from him as we get on the counter-attack now. James Maddison with the ball at feet does lay it off into Anthony Martial. We said about their understanding early on. He's got the pace to beat Johnny Evans. It's Martial. Maybe should be scoring there. Schmeichel, though, does deny him emphatically as Dalot tries to win the ball here. He does actually lose out to Iosi Perez here. The former Newcastle man cuts inside, sees the run from Pratt here. Vardy's in the middle. He does hold it up, does play it back into Perez. Maguire, though, is there to stop that shot from coming in. It would be our attack now. A fabulous ball from Paul Pogba. Does find Rashford in a dangerous position. He cuts inside here. Still Marcus Rashford looking for options. Does find Pogba edge of the box. It gets saved. Great football from Rashford. Edge of the box. He shoots. He passes it into the back of it. Half an hour on the clock and United have the lead. Marcus Rashford with the finish. Just weaving in and out of players there. It was a great goal for our main man there, Marcus Rashford, playing on that left-hand side. His right foot is a weapon. He's cut inside, and he really has caused problems there for Leicester. The ball comes in here. Pogba, unlucky not to get that shot on target, but look at that. 3 players around Rashford, and he just curls it past them all and finds the target. So 1-0, and we look to add to our tally here. Pogba sees Rashford again on the counter-attack here, and Rashford's got the pace to hurt Johnny Evans here, the former Manchester United player. It's Rashford onto the ball, tries to play it across, but Sonyuku makes a fabulous challenge to keep the game in Leicester's reach. And from there, from another attack at the end of the half, the ball does fall into Perez, who's been all over the place here, and unfortunately still can't get that goal that maybe he does deserve. He really has put in a good performances. Ben Chilwell gets onto the ball now, and he does find Demarai Gray here. Gray links up with Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans onto the ball, does really well here, plays it into Pratt, who is James Maddison's replacement. And on the hour mark, Leicester are back into this game, and he goes straight over to celebrate with manager Brendan Rodgers, the man that did bring him in the summer. That's gutting for us, it really is. And James Maddison, won't be happy that his replacement has scored here today. But Leicester do find themselves on level terms, and you have to say they kind of do deserve it. Maguire gets completely fouled, or Lindelof should I say, and leaves Pratt completely free in the middle here. And Leicester, with a bit of head of steam built up here, do come on attack again. It is going to be Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans links up with Piatti. Piatti does find Perez. Again comes so close to finding the back of the net, but not happening for him so far this afternoon, as Pratt does link up with Perez again. Good play between the Spaniard and the Belgian. The Belgian does get onto the ball here, plays it across goal, but De Gea is there to see it at. The throw-in, though, is not great, and it does get one back from Leicester into Piatti. Piatti onto the ball, shoots from range, straight down the throats of David De Gea, and that would be how the game finishes. Points shared here at Old Trafford as it finishes. Manchester United 1, Leicester City 1. And it's a point gained for us, and as we look to mount the title challenge. And as you can see, despite not being the best of games for James Maddison, he does take home the Player of the Month award for his August performances. So good to see there as we do gear up for the game in the Europa League, our first game against XL Mouscron. Greenwood starts, James, Chong, Gomez, McTominay, Fred, Tunzabe, Bailly, Mitchell, Fosu-Mensah and Romero in net. So Tunzabe will be captaining the side here. He is a youth player, he's been in the club for a while. And some noticeable names in this team. Kevin Wimmer and Lexi Garcia, I believe, from Manchester City, I want to say, are all in the squad. So I'm looking forward to this game. XL should put up a good fight, but our youngsters should ultimately have more quality as Mitchell gets onto the ball now here. What can he do? The left back does play inside to Angel Gomez, who does find Fred outside the box and a thunderbolt into the top corner there. 6 minutes on the clock, and Manchester United have the lead at Old Trafford. It is Fred the Brazilian with an absolute rocket into the top corner. That was one of the more special goals of the career so far. Well played to Fred. I mean, he takes the touch, he lines up the goal and just absolutely cannons that out of the goalkeeper's reach. Look at that. That is a fabulous finish. Well played, Fred, and that is probably my favourite goal so far of the season, as Dan James now gets onto the ball. Tons of green ahead of him. Plays it early to Greenwood. Gets to the ball, but the keeper is out very quick to deny him getting that goal scoring opportunity. The ball comes in. Eric Bailly's first there. Really should be scoring there on the half an hour mark, but nothing happening for us as we do approach the last 5 minutes of the half here. XL glues out here. Wimmer takes too long to dwell on the ball, and Gomez wins it back from his man here. The former Tottenham man loses out. It is Angel Gomez for a goal. Is he going to go alone? He does, and does find the bottom corner. Manchester United double their lead, and it is Angel Gomez, a special goal for the Portuguese man, who's obviously been through the club's youth system. What a goal that is. Never give up. He chased the ball down, and then he felt he deserved reward for that effort, which he does take on the shot and does score. So well played to him as we approach the second half. Now Greenwood gets taken down into the box. It is a penalty. Is it going to be more though than a penalty? Is it going to be a card brandished here for the XL player? I don't think it will. It's not as a fact, but I mean, you can't be making changes like that straight through the back of Greenwood. It's two of them really. A definite penalty, and it is going to be Fred. It's not going to be Fred, sorry, that steps up. I believe it is going to be Mason Greenwood. He won the penalty. He will be taking the penalty. So, Mason Greenwood versus the goalkeeper, Boutez. Where's he going to go? He's going to go left here. It's Greenwood. He steps up. He scores. Great goal. 3 for United. And that should be a job well done. Just a little under, 35 minutes to go, give or take. It should be a comfortable victory for us now. Play out the game. And hopefully get no more injuries to the team. We want to keep everyone fresh and fit because we're going to have a congested fixture list, especially staying in the cup competitions too, which is our main goal. As we come forward again, Greenwood does play the ball into Daniel James here. Great into play here, and it is a goal for Dan James. A well-deserved one, in all honesty. He's had a really good game, and him and Greenwood have been linking up all game, and they link up again to get the goal here. Greenwood celebrates with the Welshman, who gets his rewards for a good game indeed. He's running through here. He's probably in a better position than Greenwood, so it was actually a really good ball from the Englishman to find the Welshman, and we're happy with that as we approach the end of the game here. 50 minutes left to go. It does find Mason Greenwood again. He's on for a brace here, Mason Greenwood. He cuts inside here. It's still Greenwood. Takes the shot. It is blocked. It just goes over the bar there. Not a bad effort, but not the best. As again, we get to the ball. McTominay does link up with Pereira, who's in off the bench here. Pereira links up with Greenwood. No offside there. As Pereira gets the opportunity. His first effort saved, and his second effort is turned round the post. But the game does come to an end. 4-0 victory for Manchester United. 3 points in the opening day of the Europa League group stages, which is absolutely brilliant. We look to continue that going forward. League table looks really good for us. City do go top after our draw to Leicester, with us level on points with City and Liverpool. West Ham only 1 point behind, who we do play next episode. Arsenal in 9th place, who again we play next episode too, but I believe that is a cup game, I want to say. I'm not too sure though. Norwich, Brighton, Bournemouth, all in a little relegation scrap, along with maybe the likes of Watford and Sheffield United. Watch this space. Next episode, West Ham and Arsenal in the league, we do have a game against MK Dons, and I believe a Europa League game to play too, which we will be simming. We'll play the big games in London next episode. But guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash the subscribe button and the like button for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.